Cogun began in 1970, but the actual idea for Cogun goes back to 1969 when my grandfather was pastoring a church. In fact, it was his last pastorate before retiring. And they got into a building program that had a lot of the classic challenges that building programs run into. It was over-designed, underfunded, and he asked Dad to come in and kind of step in and help with that project, help him get him through, get the building completed. And Dad was sitting one day during the resolution of that particular project, sitting with an architect at a restaurant one day, and somebody said, you know, there ought to be a company that exists to keep this kind of thing from happening to churches. And God just kind of used that idea in 1969, planted that in Dad's mind, and over the years, or over the following year, then Cogun came into being in September of 1970, and so we'd begun right from the beginning with the idea that we were going to specifically serve churches in developing ministry space. In fact, we've been doing design build right from the beginning because that's what Dad knew from the industry he was in, was to get everybody together that was going to be involved in solving the challenges of developing this facility and have everybody working right from the beginning. In the early 80s, we took a significant step. It was a significant chapter in the life of Cogun, in that we began to establish district offices throughout the country. And that has just, we've seen tremendous growth from that action, and where today we have six districts throughout mostly the eastern United States. We've worked now and actually completed facilities in 33 states across the country for 59 of the major Christian denominations, and we've now completed over 650 church-related facilities. The expansion of the company over the last couple of decades has given us the opportunity to work with just some tremendous people and some tremendous churches. It's also opened up opportunities to involve people in Cogun that are just tremendous people, great people to work with. In fact, we've found that the reason for the tenure, the long tenure of the people that we have, is that the majority of the people in Cogun actually see this as their mission, as their calling. In fact, many people actually verbalize it that way, that this is their calling, this is what God has prepared them to do. And when you work with people like that, it makes us excited about where we're headed in the future. This is an exciting time to be part of the church in North America. There are a lot of changes taking place, and it's a very dynamic time. And we're excited about the role that we can play in serving churches and helping them to develop not only the physical ministry space, but in shaping how ministry is done as well. We're humbled by that opportunity because we do recognize the responsibility. But it's an exciting time, and we just really can't wait to see what God is going to be doing over the next several years.